Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're here for The Dangers in My Heart Season 2, Episode 4. It seriously feels like we're already flying through this episode, and funny thing, the title of this episode is called Yamada Likes ... So, we'll see what that means as we get into this episode. But last episode, Ichikawa and all of the other friends, Yamada's friends as well, met the Yamada family, where we met Yamamom and we met Yamadad as well. So, a lot of interesting things going on there. We saw that Yamada's dad is a gamer and actually wanted to get Ichikawa's gamer ID so they could play games together. And so, essentially, Ichikawa has permission to come back over to Yamada's house anytime. He got permission from both parents. And what you guys kind of talked about in the comments was that it seems like Yamada's mom kind of already knows that Yamada likes Ichikawa. Like, once she found out his name was Ichikawa, she pretty quickly was a lot more okay with him than in the beginning. So it's clear Yamada has talked to her mom about Ichikawa to at least some degree, and it seems like she can kind of maybe sense the vibes. I don't know, whatever you want to put it as. But last episode was just really damn good with the chocolates and everything that went on there. And Ichikawa's growth in last episode was probably some of the most poignant growth he'd ever gone through in the entire series. It was just genuinely so beautiful to see. At the end of the episode, he steeled his resolve to do the things that he wants to do. He's no longer going to hold back because of anything, because he's scared, whatever it may be. He is going to do the things he wants to do, as he told Yamada to not give chocolates to the other guys, which was just the most adorable thing ever. Essentially straight up telling her, only give chocolate to me, was just the best. And then also we had that conversation with his sister, which was really adorable. I love the way that he finally became open with her and admitted that he wants to be Yamada's boyfriend. So I'm super excited to see where this episode goes. A lot of amazing stuff happened in the last one, so I'm expecting just as amazing stuff to happen in this one as well. Per usual, feel free to check out the Discord and Patreon. Links are down in the description for both of those. Discord, we talk about shows. Majority of the time it ends up being this one, but we talk about a myriad of mangas, shows, whatever you can imagine. So it's just a really, really good time in there. So feel free to come join us. And then also the Patreon as well. Typical reaction content, Patreon stuff, uncuts, whatever you might want to see there. So feel free to check both of those out of your own will. But without further ado, let's hop straight to The Dangers in My Heart Season 2, Episode 4. What's going on with this? Aww. People giving her chocolate for Valentine's Day. Is that just a bag? Whoa. What is she waiting for? Oh. This girl, she was going back and forth down the hallway so she could get chocolates from people. She was just going down so people would see her and then give her a chocolate, and then she could keep going back and forth. What is Ichikawa up to? Oh, is he wondering if he's gonna get anything? Campaign to abolish friendship chocolates. Oh, she made chocolates for everybody. He immediately forgot about it. What'd she say? Like pigeons, yeah. You put out chocolates, all the boys just kind of come flooding. I think it's very interesting how Valentine's Day works in Japan. Because you got Valentine's Day where the girls give chocolate, and then White Day where the guys give that chocolate back and more to whoever gave them chocolate. It's a very interesting way to go about doing Valentine's Day. But I'm obviously Ichikawa here, when he said just like normal, he's waiting to see if Yamada's gonna give him any chocolates. What? She put it on his desk. I knew you'd say that, that's why I put it on your desk. Moika knows him too well already. Oh! And Yamada stole it. She didn't want Ichikawa to get that chocolate. Boys are just pure. You are the last thing from pure. That is the last thing I want to come here. That's the last thing I want to hear coming out of your mouth, Adachi. You are the least pure one in this entire goddamn room. But the fact that Yamada reached over and took the chocolate away so he wouldn't get one from Moiko is just so... Even though Even though she knows that Moiko is only trying to help her, as we found out last episode when she apologized to Moiko and all of that, she still swooped in to take the chocolate away before he could get it. I'm very intrigued to see if she's gonna give. I mean, obviously she's gonna give him chocolate. She might just be being bashful about it or is waiting for the right time. I'm not sure. You're a pure Cinderella boy. Is she just really nervous about giving it to him? That's kind of what it seems like right now. Oh God. I'm repping the wrong shirt today. I got the off-brand Abidas shirt on. If they actually made Abidas merch, I would buy it. I mean, you probably can't do that. Like, just being honest, you probably can't do that. But I would totally buy it. I would 1000% buy some Abidas merch. Just wear it whenever I'm watching this show. What the f is going on, man? Oh my God. Why did that hit? Why? I've seen this OP. I've legitimately seen this OP so many times, and that just smacked me in the face for some reason. What the f? Why? I don't get it. Why? That shouldn't have done that. That should. Yeah, he already doesn't know the rules of shogi, but then you're putting a bunch of chocolates in there too. No! It just looks like you're moving chocolates forward. Oh. Oh, this is so goofy. She wanted him to say, so that move is possible. Does she even know how to play shogi? Or is she just like doing this weird bit here? What? Is this her way of giving him chocolate? Haha, this is her way of giving him chocolates. Oh my God, she's so awkward. It's adorable. What does that mean, Ichikawa? What does that mean? I love how he's hiding it in his backpack. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think yours was fine, Yamada. It was on par with her personality and how awkward both of them are when it comes down to this tense situations. It was perfectly on brand for her personality to awkwardly shove those chocolates at him. Yeah. No. Whoa! Oh! Is she wanting to do that? At the end there. It's not a lot of antics, Ichikawa. She is extremely nervous about how to give you these chocolates. That is what's going on here. All of these other things that are being said around both of them circulating Valentine's Day are making them rethink. Like Ichikawa, when Adachi was saying, there's no heart on it, that means it's just a friendship chocolate. Ichikawa was being like, don't be like that, because he's trying to not think about it that way. He's trying to not immediately go to the idea that these are just friendship chocolates. And then with Yamada as well, hearing the thing about, like, putting a heart in it or whatever, and all of that is, like, culminating to this becoming a lot more difficult than it originally needed to be. No, she's just very antsy. Is this his way of telling her you don't have to, like, force yourself and push yourself to do it in a situation you're not comfortable with? Is this Ichikawa's way of kind of helping Yamada out a little bit? Because he's practically describing them. They walk home together, they've gone on dates, like, he's literally just describing you two. It doesn't have to be done at school. You've both been to each other's houses at this point. It could be done anywhere. Yep, they've got a lot of time today. I think he is trying to help her out here. Oh! She's coming with! She's coming with! Oh! Looks like you're gonna be spending the whole day with her, Ichikawa. Ah, man. Man, that's taking it so far back. That's like episode 4 of season 1. And also they reanimated it too. It did not look like this in season 1. Like they totally reanimated the scene here. I'm better with that now. Oh! Look at Ichiko's ears got red! His ears got red! Ah, trying to make him stop at other places, huh? Oh, these two are so awkward. They're so awkward. Oh, it's actually the most adorable thing ever how awkward both of them are. To be fair, with Ichikawa, yeah, I think Yamada's heavily overthinking this. Ichikawa would love any chocolates from her. The ones at the beginning were given in such a suspicious way that I understand Ichikawa not being certain if they're supposed to be Valentine's Day chocolates or not. Literally, if she was just to give him any kind of chocolates in a scenario like this, he would be over the moon, like, happy about it. I think, first of all, they're both overthinking it very heavily. Ichikawa's overthinking the chocolates from this morning and trying to say she's just going about her usual antics and whatever. There's a lot of antics today. And then Yamada is just overthinking how to give it to him and all of that. Oh my god, it's a heart-shaped one. Hey, I'm getting some really mad deja vu here. It's a lot of chocolates in there. You can't. Doesn't want him taking any. She's trying to figure out which ones. Wow, that is very self-aware because it is 1000% true. Ichikawa is a huge overthinker. Like, I'm not trying to dunk on him or anything, but that's just who he is at his core. He is a huge overthinker. So yes, unless you just tell him straight to his face that these chocolates are romantic chocolates, he's not gonna get it. Like, he will come up with every possible excuse to not see it that way. Like earlier, he was just putting those chocolates she gave him to be her usual antics. He didn't acknowledge that they were essentially romantic chocolates, but Yamada obviously gave them to him in a very roundabout way, in a very roundabout, easy to misunderstand way. Just, oh my god, these two are so awkward. It's actually the most adorable thing watching them try and navigate this. Yeah, you're making it difficult on her, because she is very clearly, she's also very, like I said earlier, she's also very much overthinking the situation. She's trying to, like, figure out which ones he would take as romantic chocolates and which ones he would like, and all of this. She's also overthinking this situation a lot. Wait, what did he say? If it's shaped like a heart, people would misunderstand, I think. Is he saying that as, like, if you give someone a heart-shaped chocolate and it's meant to be friendship, they would misunderstand it as being romantic? Is that what he's trying to say? Maybe? Or is he saying, like, if you were to give me a heart-shaped, I would misunderstand it? I'm not sure what angle this statement is coming from. Like, if you were to give me a heart-shaped object, I would think it's romantic, I think is what he's saying. He's saying he would misunderstand it as being romantic, which is basically very indirectly telling Yamada, if you give me a heart-shaped chocolate, I'm gonna take it as romantic. I think that's kind of what he's saying. Oh my god. She just stuffed that on his face. It was a very indirect kiss there. Oh my god. 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 Oh my god, this shit is so pretty. She is really... Oh, she wiped it into a heart there? I saw that. You guys aren't slick. I saw that. Oh, and she licked it! Whoa! She licked it off her fingers! Come on, you cannot deny it anymore. Especially after that. Did she make that? The way she's looking at it makes it look like she made it. Could she not bring herself to give it to him or something? Oh! Hey, did he go back in and buy something? No way! No way he's gonna give her chocolates, right? That would be the biggest twist, because obviously, like, girls gave the whole explanation earlier. You got Valentine's Day, then White Day, whatever. So he's gonna flip it up and give something to her? What? My man, Ichikawa! You love to see it. You love to see it. That you're a guy today, too. Oh my god. And so he got her chocolates. And he didn't, oh damn, he didn't give her a chance to give him chocolates, though. She clearly had something for him, too, in that little muffin thing. God. Just the biggest grin on my face. I'm not, now he's very much caught. Oh god. Is she outside? What? Oh my god, she's here. That was the fakest I've ever heard. So that's why you're carrying the bag of chocolates with you? That's why? Oh. I'm about to be like signed from Freerin. Just fucking date already, please. Like, oh man, oh my god. This show is actually just the sweetest thing ever. Going on a walk with Yamada? Let's gamble? You're just gonna pick randomly? It's an interesting form of gambling. Is she like crying? I gotta get that scream again. That scream was so goofy. Interesting how they didn't subtitle his Domo there. This is in the opening. Or maybe it's the ending, I can't remember. She is so delaying the inevitable. You're kinda weird today, Yamada. Oh my god, she is, like, actually freaking out. She is procrastinating's the wrong word. What is it? What's the word when you're, like, delaying doing something as long as possible? I guess procrastination would work in that scenario, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Delaying the inevitable? That's not the word either. There's a specific word for what I'm thinking of. But she is delaying this as much as humanly possible. Bringing up every possible conversation. Bringing up Chi, saying thank you for the chocolates. Everything she can to avoid having to do this because she's so nervous about it. She literally... I also love, like, the nervous tick where she's, like, doing her hands like this and then kicking her feet back and forth. She asks, are you cold? And then said it's warm. Like, she says, aren't you cold here? And then we cut forward. And she says, it's warm this year. Man, she is all over the place. Yeah, she is so all over the place. She can't even get the words out. Just the little hands! The little hands! You got some from her. You got several things from her. Yeah? Tossing the ball right back into her court. Oh! Oh! There you go. She did exactly what he said earlier would have to be done. He said that if you didn't clarify it straight, he was probably gonna end up trying to overthink it or misunderstand it in some way. He said, I probably wouldn't get it unless you told me straight up. She just told him straight up, essentially. She said, I told myself I wouldn't give any friendship chocolates today. And yet she's given Ichikawa things twice now. There's no room for misinterpretation there. There's quite literally no room for misinterpretation at all. She put it right, she took the ball and chucked it at you. You cannot misunderstand that. It's coming, what's the word? I don't know, I can't think of the word, but there's no way to misunderstand this. There's no possible way. Oh man, we're going all the way back to episode 10. Oh, is that why she was so worried? Oh my god. Is that why she was so worried? Because all the way back in episode 10, Ichikawa told her he doesn't like sweet stuff. I totally forgot about that until he just brought that up there and he said he lied. Is that why she's been so apprehensive and worried? Like, I know she's obviously been a little awkward with him, but I feel like at the same time she's worried it won't go well because he said he doesn't like sweet stuff. But he just cleared the air and said that he was lying there. Is that really what was holding her back? probably even more so than the nerves. She was clearly nervous. We know that clear as day that she was nervous from all the nervous antics and everything, but I wonder if that was the biggest factor that was holding her back. And I wonder if earlier when she was doing the gamble thing, she like said she pressed him at the same time, but she didn't. So that like scream reaction from her was fake. And it was just an excuse for her to buy that coffee for Ichikawa. Now that I think about it, that would make total sense. She was gonna buy a drink she liked, or coincidentally like the most bitter thing on there, because Ichikawa said he doesn't like sweets. So she pressed them both, but it pressed his a little bit before to give it to him. Right? Like that's clearly, we've learned Yamada's a lot more cunning than it may seem at first with Ichikawa. Like that makes the most sense in my mind that that's what she did there. No room for misinterpretation. There's no room! Dude, she is very nervous, you can tell. We split this up. So she kinda circumvented it a bit there by taking half of it. But we saw her in the last episode cutting out what looked like was gonna be like she was gonna have the, I don't know if it's kanji, I don't know what kind of symbols they're using, but the Japanese symbol for like on the little muffin top to give to him, but it seems she kind of folded last minute and only put lie. You can misunderstand. Oh my god! Oh my god, she's crying. Oh my god. Oh. Do it again. Do what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hang on. I'm gonna go all the way back so I get the scene again. I swear to god, I didn't want to pause in the middle of it, but I want to talk about everything that has happened here because a lot has happened here to say the least. So people are probably gonna be upset at me for pausing. I apologize. I'm gonna get the whole scene again anyway, so I'll see it over. But I want to talk about how the whole misunderstanding thing. She literally told him, or he told her earlier that I'd probably misunderstand, and I gave the whole talk about how, like, he's essentially telling her that if you were to give me chocolates like that, I would misunderstand that it's romantic chocolates, and so she's saying, go ahead, misunderstand. God, that's so good. And then his reaction to it, I'm gonna just, like I said, I'm gonna get the whole scene again. But then her getting so emotional over, like, saying she couldn't do it well because she couldn't properly give it to him and she was nervous about it, and all of the above was just so adorable. She really was just the best, actually. Yamada's just the best. Do it again. It's time to hug it out. Oh my god, this soundtrack. Oh, they're repeating what he did back in episode 2. I gotta say, if there's any soundtrack in the show, this is my favorite soundtrack of all time. Oh my god. Yamada, ... me. Just stick the word likes in there. What was up with the awkward wave? Oh my god. Oh my god. I've talked about it in, I don't know if I've talked about it on video before, but that soundtrack there, I can't, what is it called? Oh god. It's not Hearts Get Closer, I don't think. Oh, it's called it's either It Begins or So It Begins. I think it's just It Begins. That soundtrack is my favorite in the entire show. My favorite in the entire show. This show is filled with some of the most gorgeous soundtracks that fit this show to a T. However, It Begins is probably my favorite in the entire series. The way it just like builds up and keeps building and building. It's like it's meant for a major character development moment or a major moment in the series. That's what it's meant for. That is literally what the soundtrack is meant for, as it like builds up to this beautiful crescendo at the end. Oh, it's so good. And that scene of them hugging, repeating what happened in episode 2. Oh my god. It's so f***ing good. It's so good. Did Arachi not get any chocolates? Is he upset? Oh my god, what is this? How I live in this next month is important. So, he's extremely happy that he got chocolates from Yamada, but at the same time, he is also extremely nervous because he doesn't know how he's gonna give back for those chocolates that she gave him on White Day. Oh my god, this girl is just purposely leaving it up to misinterpretation. Yeah. I think Adachi's going insane. I think getting chocolates from Moiko is driving him insane, legitimately. Yeah, he kind of just indirectly admitted it there. What? Yeah, interesting thing to say there, Adachi. Oh, what the hell? It's pickup senpai-kun. I like people who like me. Why are we here again? Ichikawa just started fading out of existence. Is he gonna like... Wait, what? I can kind of tell that works. Or reading the room. Ichikawa says you're not reading it. He knows who it's from, too. I can guarantee he knows who it's from. Maybe he'll make up for his antics in last season. Maybe he'll actually make up for it and really help Ichikawa out here. Toss him a bone or something. I don't know. Maybe he will actually flip it on its head and actually really help Ichikawa out here. That'd be really nice to see. Even with him, things you'll find common ground. Wow! This is big of Ichikawa here. He's basically saying that even though him and Yama are even though him and Yamada are very drastically different in a lot of different ways, he has found more and more as time has progressed, more and more and more things that they're actually alike about. And when he really came to the conclusion they're more alike than he's ever thought is back in episode 2 when she admitted that she is terrified of being hated by her peers, and he said we're alike because he is the exact same. I like this kind of talk he's giving here. He's like, this is so like abnormal for Ichikawa. It's just more and more proof of the growth he has undergone as a character. Like, just being able to talk openly like this about the experiences he's had is something he never would have been able to do in the past. Basically telling him, don't find out about what she likes. Just get her something because men and women will never be able to understand each other. Or try to understand her. Wow, that is huge coming from Ichikawa. I think Adachi is realizing. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Just take everything back that I said earlier about Pickup Senpai being able to help at all here. No, it's clear who has matured more since the beginning of this series, either the Senpai or Ichikawa, and it's becoming very clear that it's Ichikawa who has matured much more than him. And also, just I love how Adachi could just, like, sense the tension immediately after that talk Ichikawa just had. Why do you both think the same? No, she wouldn't. Whoa! Interesting. Wow. Just a straight up diss to the senpai there. You're not waving to my girl. She shut the door immediately, or the window, and then he walks away. Oh god. Oh, hello, Yamada! And she dragged him away, oh my god. He was about to admit to the senpai that he liked her. Look at these two cuties. So good. Like, it's actually so peak. Actually nothing else to say. Interesting. So we've knocked out one of the moments from this ending. We've knocked out one out of several moments from that ending. The handing of the chocolates. We've still got 3 more moments to go. God, that was such a good episode. It seriously feels like this show's objective is to consistently one-up itself with every new episode. That's seriously what this show feels like it is attempting to do in this season. And from what a lot of the discussion that I've had with you guys in the Discord, it really seems that, like, the studio I don't know how you pronounce it, I think it's Shin-Ei Animation, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. It seems like they knew this show would be an absolute banger, and they knew how popular it was. Apparently, before this show started airing season 1, the manga was already, like, extremely popular in Japan. And so they already knew they had a golden series, and goddamn, they are delivering in every episode. Seriously. Every new episode, it feels like they are delivering more and more and more and more amazing, wholesome goodness. Like this, man, it's so good. The characters are so well written. They're so well written. The development of these two cannot go understated as the series continues. It's just genuinely beautiful. I don't have much to say. I talked extensively during the reaction itself, so all my thoughts are there on the episode itself, but I especially love the ending where Ichikawa knocked the senpai's hand out of the way and started waving at Yamada, almost admitted that he liked her to the senpai. I'm pretty sure he was going to tell the senpai he liked Yamada to get the senpai to back off, although I don't even think the senpai was trying to, like, be pickup senpai there. He was just, like, waving at her. I don't know. Maybe he took it as her waving at him, which I don't think he would have. At this point, he knows Yamada and Ichikawa. He's seen them in several different situations together, so I don't know exactly how to interpret that whole scene and what exactly Ichikawa was going to tell him. It seemed like he was going to tell him he liked her so that maybe he could get him to back off, but I don't think the pickup senpai was really trying to encroach on their relationship in the first place. Like, he even tried to, like, stop Ichikawa from admitting that he liked her because he saw Yamada running up behind him. I'm not exactly sure what exactly that scene means, but overall, a beautiful episode. Genuinely beautiful. We've knocked out one of, like, I think there's 5 flashing scenes at the end of the ED, and we've knocked out one of them now. Now we've just got, like, what, 3 or 4 left in there to knock out throughout this season, and I'm beyond excited to see them as we go. But I think that is going to wrap it up for my reaction to The Dangers in My Heart Season 2, Episode 4. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope you all have a good day.